Your name and your position?
Jenna Silverstein, and I'm a Friendship Circle volunteer and president of Friendship Circle.
Give us your definition of a child who has Down syndrome.
That's kind of difficult. I could use the dictionary definition, such as someone who has an extra chromosome, but really they're just people that they look a little different and they may act a little different, but they're just like everyone else.
What is your first impression of the kids you work with who have Down syndrome?
When I first started working with some of them, I did get a little scared when I first started working at Friendship Circle because they do look a little different and I didn't really know how to treat them. But I mean, they're really actually normal people and they're some of my best friends. So some of them, they have a hard time with understanding directions, and they have a hard time trying to do the tasks that are given.
Yeah. How does Down syndrome affect those kids/teens you work with? How do you think the way they have Down syndrome affects them?
I think it's just, I don't really think it affects them. I don't really think they understand that they have it.
What is the greatest challenge that they face on a daily basis?
Staring. You can tell, I work with autism kids too, and you can't really tell that someone has autism, but you can tell when someone has Down syndrome because they have a different look than most people.
Do you have a favorite person you work with who has Down syndrome?
Yeah, Danny Friedman. He's a teenager and a little older than me. He is very, very cute. I worked with him for, I think 2 or 3 years, and yeah.
And what makes people who have Down syndrome special to you, or how do they impact society in a way?
How do they impact society?
Yeah.
I think they give it a little greater challenge, because there are people that it's hard. I can understand how it's hard to deal with them because you don't really know how to handle kids that are different from you. So it gives society a different challenge, but also it's a good challenge too.
How has working with children with Down syndrome impacted your life in both a positive and negative way?
It's never impacted me in a negative way. I don't think it ever can. Positive way, it's taught me to be more patient because they're like Danny, he gets very angry if he can't do something, so I have to be patient with him and I have to say, okay, I have to try and help him do it in a better way.
Have the kids you work with shared with you any personal experiences that they have faced because of their disorder?
I don't think so. They don't really know that they have Down syndrome. They act just like anyone else.
What are some therapeutical methods to help kids who have Down syndrome?
A lot of them, we at Friendship Circle, we have a cheese pit type thing, and it's foam that they love to sit in. It's very therapeutic for them. We also have music. We have a whole light room type thing, and there's music, and it's very calm and peaceful in there for them to go.
Personal question: if you found out that you had a child who had Down syndrome, would you tell the doctor to treat it? But you can't really treat Down syndrome because the chromosome that causes it, which is trisomy 21, is on every single gene. You can't get rid of it. So would you want to keep the child or abort it?
I would definitely keep it. It's actually one of my goals. I really want to adopt a child with special needs.
Interesting. Thank you, Jenna.
Yeah.
You have very helped us. And hey, Friedman.